Hi, I'm Shailey,
And I'm Amanda.
and we're going to go over our reflections for our last semester as CESF Fellows.
I currently graduated, but I was a fourth year at Fresno State and I was a philosophy major and I worked for the Richter Center all 4 years I was at Fresno State.
And then I also recently graduated, but previously I was a biology major at Fresno State, and for the past 3 years I was a student leader in the Richter Center, and that's how we were first introduced to this opportunity.
Yeah, and so we went to the Western Region Continuums of Service Conference 2 years ago in 2023 in Hawaii, and we experienced it as students. And that kind of led us to start on this project for the student track because we were a few of the only Fresno State students that actually went to the last conference. Yeah.
So, like Amanda mentioned, we noticed that there weren't a lot of students at the 2023 Continuums of Service Conference, and more importantly, we noticed that there wasn't specific events or a specific track for the students to have a very enriching experience. And so, what we sought to do is implement a new special student track at the 2025 Continuums of Service Conference. And our main goal was really to increase student engagement in community service-based conferences, but also to provide these students with opportunities for personal and professional development. And so, how we really sought to do that is obviously provide them with that opportunity to network with one another, but also with opportunities to present in engaging panel, workshop, and poster sessions, and then also practice reflection and really pull something out of the experience. And so, we're happy to announce that we've just finished our final semester. And so, we finally got to see our efforts come to fruition this past March in Seattle.
Yeah, and this project was really long. So we started this project a couple years ago in fall of 2023, and that was just kind of taking a survey of what students would be attracted to, kind of conference-wise, what they're looking for, network-wise. And so we looked at the data from the last Continuums of Service conference in 2023. Also in 2019 and 2021, we looked at the LIFT conference data, which was another student-driven conference at Fresno State that happened those years. And from there, we kind of developed what we wanted the student track to look like with poster sessions, kind of breakout sessions, all of that. Then in spring 2024, we decided on the agenda. We looked for a keynote speaker. We started reaching out to people, and then we began creating the abstract forms for submitting all of those presentations. We created supply lists and just really started the communication about the conference before fall of 2024.
And then moving on to fall of 2024, that's really when we finalized our agenda, got that breakdown of what we wanted our student track day to look like. We confirmed our keynote speaker, and then to kind of bring the students into the planning process a little bit, we created some student leadership committees. So we had a participant engagement committee, and they helped us develop icebreakers and discussion topics. And then we had a logistical committee who was more responsible for helping us break down the sessions. And then Amanda and I kind of led those committees throughout the semester. Then we finalized those abstract submission instructions and forms, and we were collaborating with the conference planning team to make sure we could have our information on the website with the main conference details as well. And then we identified some discussion table topics that we could have during the day just to promote engagement within the students. And we identified some leaders for those conversations. And then spring was our final push. So we really finalized all of our logistical details. We were able to do some fun and creative things, like we developed a cute logo and we gave students stickers. We came up with some raffle prizes to encourage students to provide feedback during the conference. And then we, of course, read through all of our abstract submissions and confirmed the presenters. And then before we knew it, it was March and we were leading the actual event.
Yeah, so our actual event went really well. We obviously ran into a couple of hurdles as all events do, but had a really flexible schedule, which was super nice. I think part of the success in our event was just we had time for students to meet each other. We had kind of those icebreaker times to kind of make things a little less uncomfortable to say hi to people. Yeah, overall, it was a great experience. We received a lot of feedback from it that student presenters and just students who participated in the event enjoyed it. They met a lot of new people. They got to network not just with faculty, but with students that are doing the same things they're doing. And I know our campus, students from our campus then started partnering with students from Hawaii to do blood drive things, and just stuff like that. So really, it was a successful event. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so Just to wrap this up, we'd like to express our gratitude for all the support over the past 4 semesters. We definitely would not have been able to undertake this endeavor if we weren't fellows as part of this program. So we're very grateful. And I can say that because of my experience in the CESF program, I really grew as a person. Not only did I hone my skills in planning an event of this magnitude, but I also learned how to collaborate with my peers to put this type of event on. And I'm really excited to continue hopefully engaging with service in the future and getting more people excited about service.
Yeah, I feel like because of my experience in the CESF program, same thing. I feel like I've developed a lot of leadership skills. I can appreciate now what it takes, the effort it takes to put on events like these, and I feel far more confident to do that in the future. And I hope to continue to do that in the future as well.
All right, so thank you so much.